with it right here with who I started with. We something like a Spartan. It's going hard regardless. I'm from the 826 plus 5. Mo bitches, Uno Central Coast mob and suicide. Arsonist. I step in the booth and cast. I gotta keep it lit. Engineer all my music. I work hard at this.
That's right. That's right. We're back live on Chicano Tube, live on Chicano Street. Man, that intro is a banger. I want to give a shout out to Young Gun. He's actually done 2 intros for me. He's from the 372. Shout out to him. He's from the 831 right here. You know what it is. Shout out to all my 372s. That's a banger intro. It has me lit already. Before we get into the title of this video, Little Chomo, Cats Out in LA. We laughed about it on last week's live. We might bring it up again on this week's live, but before we get into that video, the title of that, let's keep it professional and let's go through the formalities. Gracias to all the day oneers. Gracias to everyone inside the members only. The members only's been rocking with me, man. They get all the behind the scenes, all the videos. I gave them a double up. They really appreciated those last videos that I dropped because, again, it's just my life. You know, it's nothing extra. To me, it's nothing special. To me, it's just a lot of people have that fucking adversity story to come from the mud and get it out the mud, come from the gutter and get ahead. But the members only has that. Shout out to the members only. And if you're new to the channel and you just subscribe, man, stick around, man. We got fire after fire, dope bangers that we're going to keep dropping here on the daily. They hate it. These motherfuckers hate it that we're on the internet, but we ain't going nowhere, Holmes. And again, let me remind you about those buttons that are right at the bottom. There's a row of buttons right here. The first one is a thumbs up. You can hit that if you support the channel. What it does, it actually helps us reach larger audiences, okay? And it keeps us up there in the algorithm, which right now we're steaming right now. We're getting like 100 subscribers every week or 2 weeks, and we're on a roll. So hit that pinchy thumbs up, man. I really never gave YouTube that much time, but it is the holidays. I got more time right now, and the uploads are definitely pushing us in the algorithm. So maybe I should have did that earlier before we got to 15K. I started pushing them about a month ago when we were like at 14.5, and now we're like at 15.3. And so I could see like in 2 months, 800 subscribers. It's the way to go. So we're uploading banger after banger. And if you're new to the channel, stick around for that. And if you don't know who I am, man, I'm nada importante. No soy presumido. I'm nobody. I'll say that because, again, I'm humble. I was just raised like that from my beautiful mother, rest in peace. But if you want to know a little bit about me, you can go to the members only. They got the gritty, the grimy stories, the doing time, the eating bullets for breakfast, the fierros, the level 4s, and all this other shit that YouTube would love to eat up. I mean, love it, love it, love it. To me, it was just the standard issue. I keep saying that. Like, nothing to pat yourself on the back about. It's just a standard issue. But I guess everyone's standard is different, right? Some standard is way fucking higher. And to me, it was just a standard issue. So you can know that I'm a small town boy from a small town, East Salinas, 92905. Alisal District saw me born. The Alisal District saw me raised. And I'm here in the Alisal District doing the most good now and helping out families. I turned a negative to a positive. All right. Anyways, let's go ahead and get into the title of this video. This is not going to be a long one, but damn it. I mean, damn it. This individual by the name of Little Chomo, again, it's Little Toro, but now I believe he's changed his name because maybe he doesn't want to be seen as a little individual. Maybe he wants to be seen as a big individual. I'm not little, I'm big. So you go ahead and change your name. I guess that can happen. I mean, I don't know. Usually when they give you a nickname, it's there forever. It's there for life. I mean, even like the Africanos and the Black brothers, they'll have a big, a little, a BG, and, all these levels of the same name, right? Whatever their name is, there is a big ghost. There's a little ghost. There's a BG ghost. There, all these levels. But I guess you could change your name, right? So this individual went to Los Angeles and, shout out to Crazy Hood Media, man. Crazy Hood Media is a good page on Instagram. They also have YouTube and everything. But I follow them mostly on Instagram. And they've been putting it out there. Hey, Little Toro's homeless. Little Toro's this, Little Toro's that. He denies that he's homeless. It's his situation. I'm not clowning it. I mean, why would I clown it? You know what I mean? Why would I clown it? I remember growing up, A lot of my partners, you know, were like me, first generation. And half of the partners were pochos that were already here, 2-3 generations. And we all had different situations. Some of us had our parents. Some of us were raised by our grandparents. Some of the homies lived in hotels. Some of them, you know, they're foster kids because they didn't have anything. But we didn't give a shit about that. When we got together, we did what we did because that's what we're taught to do, right? So I'm not clowning the situation if he is homeless. I hope it gets better. I hope you stabilize and get yourself better. But maybe he likes it. There's also some individuals that like roaming around like a fucking rolling stone. You know what I mean? Maybe he likes it. And it is what it is, right? I don't know if he's homeless, but I'm just saying he's in hotels bouncing around. And then he went to Los Angeles, right? He went to Los Angeles. Some people have done videos on this. I just haven't had the time to see anything. I mean, truthfully, I haven't seen anyone's video on this. But I played it on the live last week, and I was just dying, crying, laughing. It was absolutely hilarious how this individual, first of all, he did name the YouTube Yarda. Is this what the YouTube Yarda wants? Is this what the YouTube Yarda wants? I myself being second general, of course, we got Chomo, he's the first general. And then we have a new general. Of course, we have Cali Legends Media. The mesa is complete. Next up, we'll be appointing captains. That's coming real soon. Puro pedo, but you know what I mean. YouTube Yarda. Might as well embrace it. I didn't embrace it for years. I might as well embrace it now. I was in this shit from the beginning. Shout out to OG, Triple OG, who founded the YouTube Yarda. Might as well embrace it now. Cali Legends Media. So the mesa's complete. All right, I lost my train of thought. But anyways, little Chomo. So for him to say YouTube Yarda, and it's like, okay, yeah, it's a real thing. But again, it's fantasy football. It's on the internet. It is what it is, right? Shits and giggles, contents and views. Do I want, let me just speak for myself. I can't speak for the other generals. Do I want someone to destroy themselves on the internet? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. There was a case of another YouTuber. This guy, we had gotten into it. We had bumped heads. You know what I mean? I called them Weirdo Claws back in the day. If you know, you know. Maybe you've been following me that long when I used to clown Weirdo Claws. He ended up catching 15 years in the Arizona Department of Corrections. Even if I didn't like the guy, even if the guy was, again, there was a jacket on him that was absolutely he wouldn't deny it. And since he wouldn't deny the jacket, I had to respect it on that level. Not the gang status level or anything else. I just had to respect it on the level of transparency. People appreciate, like I appreciate, when you're transparent, right? So anyways, I don't even want that individual to crash out and do 15 years, which I actually think he's only going to do 5 to 10. I think that might, and I don't know if it's completely accurate. People have done videos about it, but I think he's kind of hiding his time, I think a little bit, and he's going to be out sooner than we think, which I think he'll be out by 2030. By 2030. And then he'll come back, he'll do videos and just milk it, right? Arizona, whatever, even though, of course, he was in protective custody over there because he had to be, because he wore a wire and it's a verified jacket. But it is what it is. I didn't even want that for that dude, man. And I was bumping heads with that dude a little bit. Very lightweight. Not like I'm going in on Big Clecha and all these other pendejos, right? So anyways, I didn't even want that. Do I want Little Toro on a fucking live stream to get wrecked or to get the wind taken out of his body? Absolutely not, man. So is this what the YouTube Yarda wants? I'm sure what was going through his head. First of all, he's not all there, gente. Let's just keep this a buck, okay? Just kind of like, it's kind of like Crip Mac. You know, he's like a Mexican Crip Mac. You know what I mean? It's kind of like Crip Mac. You know he's not all there, but for whatever the mental illness is, you know, all you can do is deal with it, live with it, try to manage it the best that you can. And when it comes to the internet, it is about viral moments. You want to be known. You want to lift your brand. A lot of people do a lot of stupid shit on the internet just so they could be known. And then after they're known, they'll start selling their little bottles of shampoo or whatever they sell on the internet, right? They turn into fucking charlatans and little swindlers, right? Kind of like Bud Light and Runner, right? $5 for 5 shots. Give me $5 and I'll take 5 shots right now. People actually said Runner used to run, what he did, used to run raffles of shoes, and they never got their shoes and shit. Matter of fact, Donnie burned Donnie for, I don't know if it was a hat or some shoes, and that's a verified case. But anyways, little Chomo walking around LA. Is this what you want? He's wanting to crash out because he wants the views, and people will click on it. They will click if they see something that is way out. Like if you've seen someone from up north walking down Whittier, or what, the captions will be crazier than that. I'm just not gonna say it, right? Because it's just, I don't like to say hood shit. Like, oh, speaking on this, speaking on that, hood shit, right? More technical hood shit. But I'll just say this: someone from up north walking down Whittier, someone from down south walking down this, etc. Like real life dangerous ass situations, right? It is what it is. He just wanted to do it for the viral factor. But he's losing his shit. He's walking down there, and you can instantly tell this guy is not playing with the full deck of cards. Now, I will say this. When you're down there in Los Angeles, okay, this is just to my understanding, because I actually do have family in Los Angeles. I actually do have family that are from neighborhoods in Los Angeles, different cities. Will I ever put them out on YouTube? No, cabrones. No. I'm not like Big Clecha with no Clecha. I'm not like Maniaco Minds with no Clecha. I'm not like all these pendejos. No, I'm just a little bit different. I'm a little bit different. You guys are finding out. But I do have family from neighborhoods over there that I would never get involved in anything on YouTube. I just wouldn't. Unless it had to come down to something, right? Unless it had to come down to something. They're down there, and even they know that, you know what? They really don't have any problems because they never, ever even get to see anybody from up north. And anyone that's a minor, I mean, the youth stories are closed down. They don't even know what someone from up north is, because in that area over there, I could be wrong. Again, I'm not speaking for the area, but there's almost a different neighborhood on every street. Almost every single street has a different neighborhood. So the infighting is so real, kind of like it was up here in Northern. I can only speak for my town, kind of like it was in my town. In my town, from when I got put on, again, members only shit, don't want to sound too deep, level 10, all this other shit. Look at me throwing up hoods. I'm good in my hood. I'm solid. I'm good standings, all that other bullshit. I want to get deep like that, but I will say this. There was so much infighting that until about 1997, when the infighting stopped, because we were just going at each other's throats so much, and I mean so much, it was like drive-by season for a couple years. It was so much infighting that finally it stopped in 1997, and when it did, then the opposition just kind of grew bigger and bigger until it was a not manageable, let's just say that. And then we realized, oh shit, we fucked up. You know, it was what it was. There's too much infighting, right? So they're not even tripping unless you're an adult and been to the system. You don't even know what someone from up north looks like, right? So when they see little Toto walking down the street, and again, he was in a city called El Segundo. I know people were trolling him, saying, that's a motherfucking, that's a suburbs you're walking in. Or someone said that he was banging in an empty parking lot. I don't know if he was banging in an empty parking lot, but look, listen, the guy's not playing with the full deck. And rest in peace to the Homie Hangout. The Homie Hangout actually put out information, verified sources, verified information, that actually he has the same, he did the same thing as Maniaco Minds. I'm going to say that again, because this might be breaking news on the YouTube, yada, but I don't think so, because everyone respects, rest in peace, the Homie Hangout, and the service that he would do over to us, which is provide information. People are trying to fake the funk, act like there's something, and they're not. Again, I'm the only one on YouTube but talking about these fake fucking tough guys, these fake OGs, because they mislead the youngsters, because I constantly have to battle with them, when I go and see them twice a month, right? The camp and the juvenile hall. These fake tough guys. He's in the same boat. Matter of fact, they might as well just fucking hook up and do a podcast together. You might as well just have Maniaco Minds and Little Chomo on the same couch because they did the same thing to a little girl. A little girl. And they both try to downplay it. And like Maniaco tries to explain the situation. Little Chomo, the same thing. Well, I was young and well this, well that. Well, I thought, well, I was duped. Well, the wool was pulled over my eyes and all this other shit. It doesn't matter if you have the charges like him, Little Chomo, or it doesn't matter if you don't have the charges because probably the Paisa parents were scared when they seen a pinche pelon, 4'11", 140-pound cholo with tattoos. They didn't want to call the police. Same reason. It's the same shit. It doesn't matter if you got the charges against you or it doesn't. Some people might say the opposite. Well, since you don't have the charges, well, then this and that. Well, let me tell you this. If you knew a piece of shit touched a little kid, but you didn't call, you knew that the cops weren't called on it, does that make that person stand up solid and good? Again, it sounds like I'm a tough guy. Stand up solid and good. Anyways, this Little Chomo guy, again, just be on the lookout. It's really a public service announcement because these people, these predators, right? Maniaco Minds, the Predator One podcast, Little Chomo, people that we know have things with minors or women, okay? Women and children are absolutely off limits. They always will be. I'm not trying to be super mas firme level 10. It just is what it is. These are people we don't want around our wives, our children, or our families. I'm just letting you be aware when they act tough, they talk tough, or they act like they're all-knowing or wise, or when these individuals want to act like they're doing us a service, giving advice, and they want to act like they're healthy for the YouTube community. Really, all they are is a bunch of washed-up YouTube cholos. On top of creditors, on top of creeps, right? That's all they are. So anyways, that's my video for today, gente. Little Chomo. You can go ahead and go over there and trip out on the J-Catness if you want, right? Because he fucking cats out. He does things. I pointed it out in that hotel where he catted out video that the reason he socked up his roommate of the hotel and crashed out on him on a live was simply to take over the hotel room. Not that I've seen it, but I've seen the motives and the intentions before. At least once upon a time. It's in my street IQ. It's in my street knowledge data bank. I said that, and I think that's actually what took place that day. He crashed out just to take over the hotel and said, get the hell out of the room. And the dude's like, this is my room. You need to get the hell out of the room. And it wasn't even his room. So that's how I knew, you know what, this individual's off. Again, what he did with a minor, he's kind of like Maniaco Minds. He'll keep thinking he's good. He'll keep putting content out there. And like, I'm this, I'm that, I'm big, I'm bad. Barrio talk, like Maniaco Minds and all this other shit. But guess what? We all know the truth. Public service announcement. All these individuals are nothing but predators. If you like the fire content, do me a favor, man. Hit that pinche like button right there or swipe right where all the buttons are. The chinga tu madre buttons right next to it. The thanks, the share, all the way. There's a hype video button next to it. On that row of buttons, there's a hype video. Swipe right, hit the hype video button. Do me a favor. It helps us reach larger and larger audience. To the next episode, gente, that's my video for today. I'm out. But don't forget to help others move in excellence because it's going to bless them. And it's going to bless you. To the next episode, gente, I'm out. I'll see you on the next one.